Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Grand Football TV. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week, and we are here to talk football, the Premier League this weekend. And I've got with me a few guests, and I'll start with my main man, Mr. Deon. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Yes. How's your week been?
My week's been okay. It's been eventful.
Yeah. Football-wise, how's your week been?
It's been fair. It's been fair. We didn't lose any matches, but
And Mr. I don't know what to call you now. Is it Fibrizio?
No, name is sorry, my camera is a bit shaky, but I need to get a proper stand.
All right.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Finn.
Thank you. Nameless for now.
Nameless. Soon come. This name, it has to be the one that will follow us through, not the one that will change it.
No.
Anyway, you're welcome, guys. So we're here to talk the previous game week 22 that just finished. Well, and an extra game on top of it as well. So we'll talk about a few of the games. Chelsea, with all the, business that was done in the transfer market, still couldn't beat Fulham. Yeah. Deon?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? They still could not beat Fulham. 0-0, I was surprised. I thought they would come out, especially remembering that Fulham actually beat them in their own house.
Yeah.
And I thought, they will be out for revenge. Nah, no such thing. No such thing was present.
Yeah.
So it was weird. Then Everton shocked everyone. New manager bounce.
Yeah.
And beat Arsenal.
Yeah, he had to show that team size done.
Yeah, not really. I feel like it was more like I said, we rise by lifting others. So like obviously Arteta was all about the positive vibes, just a simple courtesy to a fellow new manager. Understand? It's football, it's life. And obviously, like I was telling Deon, one good turn deserves another. Obviously. You see what Spurs did for us as well.
Yeah, Spurs did.
Come on, you Spurs.
They did it for us. So they did it for us. I was so happy considering.
Yeah. To be fair though, that Everton game, I feel like they deserved like 6 points. If you could give them 6 points, they deserved the win badly.
Yeah.
We didn't show up at all. So
True.
I hope it was just a blip anyway. So
yeah. We'll see anyway when we look at the games this weekend. Another game that was played at the weekend gone, Aston Villa versus Leicester. That was a good game.
That was a really good game. Goals.
Yeah, 4-2 to Leicester. Leicester looked like a different team. Remember the Leicester at the beginning of the season where they were struggling to find wins from all angles, but now they did They did some signings in the transfer, and they look like a different team. Yeah, they got like two or three people in. The one of the guys on his debut scored, the Tete, or what's his name?
Oh, Tete.
Yeah, I think it's
the fourth. I think that's the latest signing they made,
No, they made
not Faze, the guy who scored the 2 own goals.
No.
Faze is not new.
Faze started from the start of the season. I mean, in this January, they signed 2 players.
I thought they only signed Tete.
They signed Tete and someone called Christensen or something like that.
Because is he the defender?
Yeah, I think he's a defender. I know
that I watched an interview with Rodgers, and it was they were drilling him about the.
I know they brought 2 guys. I know they brought 2 guys on deadline day. It was deadline day. They brought both of them. And,
fair enough. Then maybe that's why I missed
they slotted straight into the game against Aston Villa. and they both played well. Apparently, they both played well, and one of them actually scored. And that Tete looked lively in that game, so he's looking like a good buy.
Is a Brazilian, no?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
So that
Brazilian winger, a Brazilian winger.
To be honest, I felt like they just needed like some like a breath of fresh air. They needed like just something wherever you got in, because like it was the same squad. They didn't do anything in the summer.
Yeah.
Like they just needed something to come in.
And it's as if Iheanacho
I'm happy for Rodgers. He's back on form as well.
Yeah, he's starting to make himself a guy that towards the end of the season
reliable.
Picks up his form. You understand?
He is.
Every
That's
time from the start of the second half of the season. That's when you see, even when he was at Man City, remember when he was not getting games, and when they started giving him games, it was towards the end of the season. And I said, oh, are they going to keep him or what? And eventually he went to Leicester. Yeah. So Brighton, another good win for them. Mitoma again. That guy, you know. That guy, he should be in the team of the season. You know, guys, at the end of the season,
fantasy,
we're going to do our team of the season, and look out for that one, guys.
Deon, why are you laughing? If I forget fantasy, I know you are. I know people like you.
I know. I just felt like, if he has gone to top of the fantasy table, he will want to say something. But you didn't say
no. You see, ask them. I don't talk now. Ask Cozy. It's normal.
It's normal for him. Because, to be honest, before he came, he was at the top now. Have you forgotten?
Did he win last season's FPL?
He did, no? He did. Okay. He won Grand Football last season. He won Fantasy last year. So it's something he does all the time.
Humbler.
Football's a humbler. According to Chris in Big Six. Football's a humbler.
Man said a humbler lie.
A humbler lie. So Brighton going well.
Brighton. Yeah, definitely, man. But I feel like they're going to hit like I think we'll get to that. Like it's like Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle, they're going to get to a place where there will just be like a little like pause on there. But we'll see what happens. Like it's very starting to show. You get so like
another surprise game at the weekend, guys, was that Wolverhampton versus Liverpool.
Was it surprising?
Well, I knew Liverpool could lose, but not that badly, you know.
To be honest, I actually predicted Liverpool to win because I felt like they cannot be that bad for so long.
Yeah.
But I don't understand.
In under 10-15 minutes, they've popped into.
Literally, like, and it's funny. Her club is just speechless. He's now fully laughing. He can't say anything, so he has a permanent look on his face.
Like anything else happening, he doesn't even know whether training is different from what.
I feel so bad for him, but apparently there's a lot going on, similar to what happened with Chelsea last season. I mean. And I don't know how bad it is. Obviously, their owners, FSG, they're trying to sell the club.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, they don't have any director of football. They've lost a couple of
they don't have
medical staff.
No,
they don't have any. Like they're going through like the similar phase that Chelsea went after Abramovich left.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that has a lot. You know, we're always saying to Chelsea fans that's not enough excuse when they were saying mental health and all of that. They brought in the mental health card and all of that. I don't know, but it looks like Liverpool are just void. Klopp looks like he's even void of ideas as well. Like, I feel like he has that. You should change. You change something. Like he's stubborn. He's same, but it's the same with top managers. When he's not working for them, they find it very, very hard to change their philosophy and change their tactics and everything. And that's what was happening in club. So he's going to need, I don't know, he's going to need a lot. I don't know. Because this last run, I was expecting them to come back into that top four. It's looking bleak.
Very bleak. Very, very bleak.
Likely the Liverpool derby.
Pardon?
His next match is a Liverpool derby.
Yeah, Everton.
On Monday.
Everton at home.
on
They're
Monday.
playing Everton at home. So, like,
Yeah.
and obviously Everton are looking like they're going to give them a tough time. I predicted an Everton win, to be fair, because I feel like they can actually go
a
there
lot
and
of
upset
people have.
Liverpool.
A lot of people have, actually. So, yeah, another game that happened at the weekend, which we were grateful for as an Arsenal fan. Tottenham beating Manchester City. That was a good one. And we say thank you again. On all the platforms, I've just been hearing Arsenal fans saying thank you. And I join my hand with them to say thank you too. You know?
Yeah, mine on. You know, so just London helping London teams. You understand?
Yes. So they did us a good favor, you know, beating Manchester City.
We're brothers after all. You know,
Speaking of Manchester City, though, I'm sure we've all heard all that has been happening, you know, with Man City and all their breaches that they've broken.
Financial doping.
Yes. Yeah. So what do you guys, what's your own take? If they get found guilty, are you happy for them to be taken off the league?
Well,
it won't happen. There's no point. It won't happen.
You think it won't?
There's a point.
It won't happen. It won't happen
because
it won't happen.
The thing about financial has always been there, you know, but nobody has actually seen an actual instance where, you know, a drastic measure has been taken by like the football, let's say, law enforcement. But for something like for a top club like Man City,
yeah,
it's not the first time we've been hearing this kind of thing with them. Like in the past, we've always heard that they've been involved in one infringement or the other. But this is just
But this time is different. You know why? Because they've come up with like 100 and something breaches.
They've gotten evidence, yes.
You know, and they've gotten concrete. That's
over how many years? Spanning over a long period. So it's not as if
since 2020.
And that's why everybody says
it doesn't even cover the recent seasons, though. It's like
you're just waiting for them and piling it.
Yeah. And it's funny because even if they get found guilty, it's definitely not this season. It probably
it's not even next. It's
probably be next season.
That's what I was saying. They're going to drag this. They're going to drag. It's never straightforward. That's the first thing you know. And secondly,
isn't that the thing that happened with Juventus as well?
No, Juventus was straightforward. Juventus was straight out bribery. They actually bribed a game.
Yeah,
that's different.
That's why
those
they got
criminals
points straight away.
That one was straight.
And that was why they got kicked out last time too. That's why this time they just went, you know what, 15 points straight.
2006 they got relegated to Serie B, and it took them obviously a long time for them to recover and everything. So I don't know, like, but
they've literally just recovered kind of, and now this happens again.
They are going back again. But I feel like it is for Citizen is a bit different though, because first of all they knew this was coming. I know they released a statement and said they were surprised, but they knew it was coming. They told them that they're going to start investigating, and apparently they've been trying to. They haven't been cooperative with the FA with the investigation earlier on, and that's why they now decided to pass it on to an independent body. But I feel like they because they knew this was coming, they will have lawyered up, they will have cleaned house as well. So they are from their own camp. It seems like they are very like confident that obviously that this is like just hunting for FA, just to make them as an example. But I don't
another reason why they feel that they were using them as an example is because apparently, you know, all these like regulators for each league, the Premier League, the La Liga, they were coming to do like a regulatory check on the Premier League.
The government actually was. I think it was the government that was actually doing that. You know,
3 days before this came out, you know.
So they
kind of like brought that out so that when that comes, they look like actually.
It's not as if it comes. They've actually moved it.
They moved it.
They moved it like, and I haven't fixed the date for that. Just imagine. Yeah. So it just feels like they just rushed into that and made it so public because obviously they knew that they were going to get their house checked. So they just decided to, you know what, we'll take responsibility by ourselves and just drag Man City into all this. But like like I said, obviously the repercussions, though, I don't know. I just feel like they might actually settle. It might just be like a huge financial, because the guy that is presiding over the whole case or whatever, they said his history is normally he doesn't like any, I don't know, not hefty punishments, but he normally settles. So obviously financial settlement, but like I said, a lot of people,
and
a lot
again,
of parties are involved.
I heard he's an Arsenal
want,
fan, so
yeah, but I don't think that will. I don't think the guys. I was reading his history, some of the things that he's done. Like, it's not looking like
it's not.
It looks like it's going to be fair.
Yeah, it's going to be
but
a fair.
But it also looks bloody for City as well. But I don't know.
It does. I think the worst case scenario is they might get moved a league down or 2 leagues down.
To be honest, I don't even think it will get to that. But we'll see.
I feel that might happen. Just to,
but that is if they're actually guilty, though, because I don't think they will. They will probably be.
How can you give them 100? You know,
but because if you read some of those things, like the grass being to like what the hell is that?
No,
like,
some of those ones are minor ones. Though. Those ones are the minor ones.
It could be.
But when you look at apparently when you look at the intense ones, where they've said some team is sponsoring them. I mean, some maybe companies part of their sponsors.
Yeah, they inflated.
And they go to where they say the sponsors are supposed to be located, and there's no building there. You understand? So that's fraudulent. So
they inflated their
and they say obviously if it happens fully, this guy might be off.
No, Pep has already said it now that if you find out that they're lying, he said if you find out they're lying, that he's gone in it. But Chelsea fans are rejoicing. They're already twerking for him. That's not how it works, you know. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
From what I say, I don't think it's one of those things where they would easily find, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to drag. So you probably
and comes to that conclusion. I feel there's going to be like proper definite punishment. It's not going to be fine.
Yeah, exactly. If they're guilty when it drags out like that, then obviously I feel like But if they settle quick,
But Man City is the kind of club that even if you find, they pay it.
But
it will definitely not be just fine. I feel like because no matter the fine, they will pay that fine. So that defeats the purpose.
That's why a lot of clubs are calling for their head. But again, I feel like what actually triggered the FA was that rubbish they did of declaring that they have more revenue than Madrid, and they have more revenue than from selling what jerseys or shirt sales, like have more revenue than United that have organic.
That's why they have
organic.
That's where they made the mistake.
When they tried to declare false reporting, it's what they did. They didn't know that it had like a backlash effect, because if you are declaring that you have these things, you are forgetting that you do auditing every year. So if you don't do inside the auditing, it means you are siphoning money.
Exactly.
So I'm happy though. But like it was high time. But obviously, I'm happy also that Chelsea is next in it. So
I saw one meme where they showed one guy jubilating when he saw the thing that happened to Man City. Then he just calmed down, say, "Wait, I might be next, because obviously
they are next.
So I might be next. So I should reduce my celebration. You know, that was funny, man. So let's talk about Man U a bit now, because Man U they are like this now. 1 minute they are title.
No worry now. They said they're title contenders. Yeah, I'm waiting for Leeds to beat them at home.
Happy with top 4
on Saturday. I'm waiting for Leeds to beat them at home. I see a loss for them at Elland Road.
I think it's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday.
I see a loss for you guys at Elland Road. You guys be humbler.
Football humbler. So what did you make of the 2 games you played? Crystal Palace, obviously you won. Then Man United, Leeds.
Palace, they were lucky.
Yeah, they were.
You guys are those like...
Man was lucky.
Palace, Man was lucky now. against Palace. Against Palace. Against Palace. Did you watch the game?
It was.
Did you watch the game?
I saw the game. It was very shambolic behavior from Casemiro, but I mean, you understand.
But finally, that thing, if you look at it well, it didn't actually hold him the way they portrayed it at the beginning. He held
Casemiro thinks this is rugby. Casemiro thinks this is rugby.
Like, you know what Expression said. Expression.
And is Casemiro being Casemiro?
He was thinking of lifting the Carabao Cup too early.
I think
the rap should have been lenient. It wasn't. I don't think
with what he's not. See, this is Casemiro's game.
Yeah,
you understand?
It is.
You know when you see Shaq here with that picture of. I'm familiar with. We are familiar with his game. This is his game. Yeah, and I was telling a Man fan a couple of weeks ago that this is his game. Yeah. So he's going to ruin. Don't worry. Big matches where people will need him. Yeah, he'll be absent because he'll be
now for 3 games.
For 3 games.
Is
your Carabao Cup not in the middle of final? It's not in the middle of one of
That's true.
Because are you guys not playing soon?
No. I think you play. No. You play one more.
No, they're playing next.
They would have played the 3 games before Carabao Cup.
Yeah, because I know Carabao Cup is around the corner.
The luck he has is this midweek game they had now. This Leeds game. Then they'll play.
Because they will now come and be crying. That's the next thing. They'll be crying now that Casemiro was not there. Like it's your job as a player not to be available at all times. It's the same excuse they make for Martial. He's always injured, and so like who cares? Like you use what's available. It's your job to be fit.
We just made a few errors, Because tell me how, ETH, we came back from 2-0 to 2-2. Everybody thought all was lost. Like Finn thought all was lost. Mr. Fabs thought all was lost.
You guys were lucky to come back against what are you even talking about?
You know what saved you in that game? Ten Hag eventually changed because I don't understand what he was doing with your formation. I don't know why he would not leave Rashford, where Rashford has been thriving.
Yes. By switching him
to switch him and put Weghorst and Garnacho. Garnacho is a great player, but not, in my opinion, not to be starting games. To come on when things are, already established.
As a man,
only 18 or 19. We have to remember.
Garnacho is quite young, and he's doing well, to be honest.
He's doing well, but not to start games, in my opinion, at the moment.
Nah, it's too early. It's too early for him. As a man, a lot of growing up still.
I'll still keep advocating, even though the guy plays well, like this guy Weghorst. He plays really good, like especially with the attacking from the front. But I don't still feel him as.
My problem with Weghorst, he's tall and everything, but he only accepts ball on his feet. Imagine Rashford moving to the middle and what he scored was a header. Why were they feeding Weghorst those kind of balls? It's because he would not utilize them properly. He likes ball to his feet, give and pass.
A 6'7" man that cannot use his head,
it's weird.
What did you guys buy him for? Shambles. You bought him to be a bloody bodyguard on the pitch.
I
know that they are not
guardian of the galaxy. Guardian
It's Eric Ten Hag's countryman. I don't see the point why we even have him, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's weird though as well that you actually have him. That's true.
Because Burnley sent him out on loan. They knew why they sent him.
Actually sent him out on loan, and you guys went and
collected him from
the loan.
Very annoying.
So it just shows you the level of, how he's just maybe, I would say, an average. He's not man. I was listening to someone earlier, and he was saying exactly my thoughts that because Man United have not played with a 9 in a long time,
Very long.
So it will be difficult for him to fit in straight there and act as a 9 and expect everything to be hunky-dory. So that's why he's struggling in that position. In my opinion.
Ibrahimovic has not had like a steady.
Yeah, Ibrahimovic, or even you can go all the way back to the likes of Berbatov now, when they were steady there. So that has played.
And even with the arrival
part.
of Pakistan, that match, I won't lie to you.
Which one? The Leeds one.
Stabilizer.
Stabilizer.
It felt like that guy was totally lost in that match, to be honest.
And I was playing out of his depth now.
Yes,
I felt he should have been more forward than. I think he was trying to play close to a Casemiro role now. Is he not?
Yes. He was trying to play like close to a defensive midfield role. And that was very problematic for him, to be honest.
Yeah. Because I don't think it's not as if he has not played there before.
If you're trying to play a holding and you're paired up with Fred in the middle, what will Fred play?
Exactly.
Can't play attacking midfield properly.
It's weird how different players complement. See, when Fred is playing with Casemiro, he's a different player altogether.
Yes.
It looks like who would I say now? But by himself, man, he's not giving passes properly. Nothing is going his way. Anyway, so let's look at the games coming up this weekend. West Ham, Chelsea.
Me or Fee first?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I think okay, go on.
I think I see Chelsea winning that game 2-1.
2-1. Yeah. I've gone for Chelsea 2-1 as well. Finn, you went for a draw.
Yeah.
You went for a draw in that one.
And another one. Yeah. Chelsea are not ready. They're not ready. Trust me.
Arsenal,
and West Ham,
Brentford.
they're playing at home. Yeah. West Ham, they're playing at home and they cannot afford to lose.
Exactly.
So they're going to be it's going to be like a very, very difficult game for Chelsea to win.
Yeah.
So.
Arsenal, Brentford.
Standard.
See a draw in that game.
You see a draw.
You see what?
Let us
clean your eyes, bro. Clean your eyes, bro.
I see a draw in that game.
Clean your eyes. Your eyes is dirty. Your eyes is dirty. Clean your eyes.
Enough. Some of the guys have predicted Arsenal.
Brentford win, yeah?
Yeah, to actually lose. The likes of King T, Temi. He went for 3-1. 3-1. Temi.
See his lips. I can imagine his fingers writing that bit. What?
After Brentford, either 2-2 or 1-1. That's what I see it as.
Okay.
Clean your eyes, bro.
Let's move quickly. Crystal Palace, Brighton.
I say Brighton. Who's at home?
It's hard to go against Brighton these days, It doesn't matter. Honestly, Brighton went to Everton, I gave them 4. Like, it doesn't matter. But obviously that was Lampard, though. That was a Lampard. It was not. But I mean,
I see Brighton.
I feel like, yeah, man. It's hard to go against Brighton, so I went with Brighton still.
Yeah, you went 2-1 Brighton. I've gone for Crystal Palace just to make it 3-2.
I've gone for Brighton 3-1.
3-1, huh? Fulham, Nottingham Forest.
Man,
I went for Fulham win.
I went for Fulham win as well. 2-0. I went for 2-0.
I went for a draw. 1-1.
Draw in that one.
For a draw.
Yeah.
Leicester, Tottenham. That should be an interesting game. Considering Leicester have picked up form small. And Tottenham, hopefully, from their win against Man City. You've gone for Leicester win. I've gone for a draw. That one. Finn, you went for Leicester win too.
Leicester Tottenham, I went for Leicester win, yeah. Leicester's home. They look like they're picking up form as well.
Yeah.
Tottenham, they're unpredictable, and they have what's his name is injured. Well, it doesn't matter anyways. It was like they always play with 10 men. Loris is injured.
Yeah. Southampton, Wolverhampton.
I went for Southampton win because they're home.
Yeah, I've gone for Southampton too. But Southampton, they really need to win this game because I feel if they don't, that guy, their manager, is the next
No, but
one.
Isn't he just like a caretaker? But they're bashing him too
No,
much.
he's a proper manager. And it was weird.
Like a caretaker.
It was weird what I was listening to someone and I was thinking that's true. It was weird what Southampton did. You know, this guy was actually managing in Championship, and Southampton were fighting for relegation. And you went to get Championship manager to come and help you out of relegation. You understand? So it's not surprising. I mean, don't get us wrong. The guy is good, but he was not top of the Championship. You know, you say, okay, he's about to come to the Premier League, or he looks. I mean, he was just good. He was winning some decent games with Luton because he was manager of Luton Town.
I see a Wolves and Southampton draw.
I see a Southampton win, though. Finn, you have also gone for a win, and a few of the guys like Kiki went for a Wolves win as well. Mr. Fab went for a Wolves win. David went for a Wolves win. Temi went for a Wolves win. So a few guys, on that win. Bournemouth, Newcastle. Eddie Howe going back to Bournemouth.
Newcastle win.
Yeah, I predicted a draw.
I've predicted the draw as well. Newcastle are drawing too many games, so they might.
That's what I'm saying. Like they've scored like 9-10 goals since the start of the year, since they came back from the World Cup. These are people that were scoring 4 or 5. Like, so that's what I feel. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that. I mean, they can still make top 4, but it's going to be an interesting run.
Yeah,
because obviously now we've secured 4th place. So we're obviously 3rd now. The minimum we can get is 4th now. You understand?
Yes. So Leeds versus Man United. Quickly.
Leeds 2-1.
I've gone for Man United 3-2.
I see a Leeds win 2-1.
Manchester win 3-0.
Manchester.
There's always a prediction. Always a prediction for Man U Leeds at home. I beg you. Oh my God, this is actually paining me now. Leeds should actually have won that match.
I'm telling you, and they'll shock you. You don't forget this is their home now. This is their home.
They don't mess about in their home,
Yes, so Arsenal.
And they're managerless. Imagine them managerless and they get 4 points from you with a managerless. Oh my God, without a manager.
That would be
managerless team gets 4 points from you.
Very embarrassing.
Shambles.
Man City, Aston Villa.
A draw.
Man City.
I went for a draw. Trust me. Like,
yeah, I know. You went for
Villa's record there as well. Yeah, Villa will go there with a lot of because remember what they almost did last season. Yeah, and Man City is not the same Man City. They've let Rico Lewis. You saw how he suffered. Then you playing. Then what was Pep doing against Tottenham? Playing one of the best right backs that the Premier League has ever had, as far as I'm concerned, Kyle Walker, as a right wing back, playing 3 at the back. He's overthinking these things, and
he's overthinking it.
I feel like Emery is a really tactical manager, and against Pep, he's going to set up his team in a way that will stop them from playing out. So it's
the last one.
But I feel
last one: Liverpool versus Everton.
Everton 2-1.
I've gone for a draw. And some of the guys here have gone for, Temi has gone for, King T has gone for Everton
Temi
win.
will go for Everton win because Temi is just reckless.
He gone for Everton win. David has gone for a 2-2 draw. Mr. Fab has gone for Everton 2-0. The guy is serious. Anyway, that's it for our predictions, and our time is almost up. Thank you, guys. I want to thank you guys for being here this evening. I hope you've had a wonderful time watching us, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch out for our next content. Bye for now, guys, and we shall see you again soon. Bye. Don't check this.